Good morning, students. Today we are going to learn about tests for divisibility of numbers. Tests for divisibility of numbers. First test, divisibility rule for 2. For 2. Okay, number 2. Then if last digit of the number is an even number. Even number means 0, 1, 2, 4, 6 and 8. The last digit of the number is an even number. Last digit even number 0, 2, 4, 6 and 8, then it is divisible by 2. Okay, what's the rule? First rule, divisibility rule for 2. If last digit of the number is a 0 even number, 0, 2, 4, 6 or 8, then it is divisible by 2. For example, 20,168. Then this number is divisible by 2. How? Here the last digit number is even number. The last digit number is even number. So this number is divisible by 2. Then next rule, divisibility rule for 3. Divisibility rule for 3. Divisibility rule for 2. The last digit is an even number, then that number is divisible by 2. The next rule, divisibility rule for 3. If the sum of the digit of the number is divisible by 3, if the sum of the digits of a number is divisible by 3, then the number is divisible by 3. What's the rule? If the sum of the digits of the number is divisible by 3, then the number is divisible by 3. For example, 20,148. How do you can check on this number? What's the rule? Sum of the digits of a number is divisible by 3, then that number is divisible by 3. So can add all the digit. Sum of the digit means add all the digit. Then 2 plus 0 plus 1 plus 4 plus 8 is equal to 2 plus 0, 2. 2 plus 1, 3. 3 plus 4, 7. 7 plus 8, 14. This number is divisible by 3? Yes or no? Yes, because 3 5s are 14. So, this number is divisible by 3. This number is divisible by, what's the number? 20,148 is divisible by 3. 28,148 is divisible by 3. Then first rule, divisibility rule for 2. Divisibility rule for 2. If all last digit of the number is an even number, 0, 2, 4, 6 or 8, then that number is divisible by 2. The next one, divisibility rule for 3. What's the rule? If the sum of the digits of a number is divisible by 3, then the number is divisible by 3. Then the number is divisible by 3. Add all the sum. Here, how many digits you have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 digits. So you add all the digits. Suppose here 7 digit means you add all the 7 digits. Okay. Then that number is divisible by 3. Then this number is also divisible by 3. Okay. Then next one, divisibility rule for 4. Rule for 4. Number 4. If the number formed by the last 2 digits of a number is divisible by 4, or if the last 2 digits are 0. How do you confirm this number? Again, the last 2 digits of the number, last 2 digits of a number is divisible by 4, or if the last 2 digits are 0. Last 2 digits are 0. Then that number is divisible by 4. What's the rule? If the number formed by the last 2 digits of a number is divisible by 4. Last 2 digits of a number is divisible by 4. Otherwise, the last 2 digits are 0. Last 2 digits are 0. Then that number is divisible by 4. That number is divisible by 4. For example, 20,168. Then we want to check this number is divisible by 4 or not. So here how do you can check on this one? First, the rule is divisibility rule for 4 is the last 2 digits of a number is divisible by 4. The last 2 digits of a number is divisible by 4. Otherwise, the last 2 digits are 0. Then that number is divisible by 4. Then here, and the last 2 digits are 6, 8. The last 2 digits are 6, 8, 68. The 68 is divisible by 4. Yes, okay, 1 4 is 4. Balance 2, 28. Then 5 4s are 20. 6 4s are 24. 7 4s are 28. So this number is divisible by 4. So this number 20,168 also divisible by 4. Okay. Then next one, divisibility rule for 5. If the last digits of the number is either 0 or 5, then that number is divisible by 5. Now you know this one. If the last digits of a number is either 0 or 5. Either the last digits of a number is either 0 or 5, then the number is divisible by 5. For example, 21,685. Here, the last digit is 5. The last digit for 0 or 5, then that is divisible by 5. So here the last digit is 5. So this number is divisible by 5. This number 21,685 divisible by 5. Then answer first one, divisibility rule for 2. Divisibility rule for 2. What's the rule? The number is an even number. The last digit, if the last digits of the number, okay, if the last digits of the number is an even number, then that number is divisible by 2. Then next one, divisibility rule for 3. Can number is given, then we want to add that number, add all the values one by one. You can getting the value, that value is dividing into divisible by 3, then the whole number is also divisible by 3. What's the definition? Sum of the digits of a number is divisible by 3, then the number is divisible by 3, then the number is divisible by 3. Then next one, the divisibility rule for 4. Divisibility rule for 4. The last 2 digits of a number is divisible by 4. Last 2 digits. 5 or 6. Many digits come, don't check that one. Only you can check on the last 2 digits. Okay. The last 2 digits. The last 2 digits are divisible by 4. Then otherwise that number is known as divisible by 4, otherwise the last 2 digits are 0. The last 2 digits are 0. Last 2 digits are 0. Then divisibility rule for 5. Divisibility rule for 5. The last digits of the number is either 0 or 1. Either 0 or 1. Then that number is divisible by 5. That number is divisible by 5. Then divisibility rule for 6. Divisibility rule for 6. If a number is divisible by both 2 and 3, then the number is also divisible by 6. Okay. What are the numbers are divisible by 2 and 3? Then that number is also divisible by 6. That number is also divisible by 6. Divisible by. If a number is divisible by number is divisible by both 2 and 3, then the number is also divisible by 3. The number, if a number is divisible by both 2 and 3, the number is also divisible by 6. The number is also divisible by 6. For example, 20,148. This number, the last digit is even number. So this is divisible by 2. This is divisible by 2. Then next you can check that 3. That number is divisible by 3. So you write down the number 2 plus 0 plus 1 plus 4 plus 8. 4 plus 8. 4 plus 8. So you can add it. 2 plus 0, 2. 2 plus 1, 3. 3 plus 4, 7. 7 plus 8, 15. 15 is divisible by 3. Yes or no? Yes. So this number is also divisible by 6. This is divisible by 3. So this number is also divisible by 6. Okay. The next one, divisibility rule for 9. Divisibility rule for 9. Divisibility rule for 9. If the sum of the digits of a number is divisible by 9, then the number is divisible by 9. And the number is divisible by 9. The sum of the digits of the number is divisible by 9. 3 for also divisible rule for 3. The sum of the digits of a number is divisible by 3. Then that number also is divisible by 3. Here also the same one. The sum of the digits of a number is divisible by 9. Divisible rule for 9. The sum of the digits of a number is divisible by 9. Divisible by 9. Then sum of the numbers are divisible by 9 means, for example, first I write one example, okay. Example 20,168. Then 20,148. This number is even number. The last digit is even. So this number is divisible by 2. This number is divisible by 2. Then still we want to find out divisible by this number is divisible by 3 or not. So here 3 for add all the values to 0 plus 1 plus 4 plus 8. Then 2 plus 1 3. 2 plus 1 3. 3 plus 4 7. 7 plus 8 14. This number is divisible by 3. So this whole number is also divisible by 3. This whole number is also divisible by 3. Okay. Sorry, this whole number is also divisible by 9. Then next one. Divisibility rule for 11. If the difference between the sum of the digits at the odd place and the sum of the digits at the even place of a number is either 0 or 11, then that number is divisible by 11. The difference between the sum of the digits at the odd place, okay, difference between the sum of the digits at the odd place and the sum of the digits at the even place of the number is either 0 or 11, 0 or 11, 0 or 11, then the number is divisible by 11. The number is divisible by 11. For example, 348. Then first you find out the sum of the digit in odd place. Okay, first you find out the value for of the digits in odd place. Okay, here the odd place value 3 plus 4. 3 plus 4 is equal to 10. Then next, sum of the digits in even places. Just you find out the value for sum of the digit. Sum of the digits of the two numbers, two places. Places is equal to sum of the digits in two places. 4, first one, 3, 4. 10. Then next one, 4 plus 6. 4 plus 6 is equal to 10. Is equal to 10. So the difference of the two sum is equal to difference means subtracted. Difference is equal to 10 minus 10. 10 minus 10 is equal to 0. So this number is always divisible by 11. This number is divisible by 11. Okay, then homework question. Take page number 51. Exercise 3C, page number 51, exercise 3C. This question 8th one, homework, okay, 8th one, A, B, C, D. Okay, the same model question, you try it, okay. Thank you, students.